Hello all. In this tutorial we will see how to configure a iView and XGB PLC communication via TCP/IP. The protocol which we use is Modbus TCP. So first in the project you have to configure a link. So double click on link 1 and select the link type as direct link Ethernet. In the device server, configure the server as Modicon Corp. Select the driver as Modbus TCP slave TCP/IP and the link home port as Ethernet 1. And here we have an option called sublinks. So if you check that sublink option, you'll be having a new tab here as sublink. And in the sublink, you'll be able to have multiple PLCs configured and with the different IP addresses and the node IDs. So if you have multiple number of devices which you would like to actually set it for communication, you will be able to actually choose the option sublink. Once the sublinks are configured with just the name, the IP address and the node number, and configure a timeout time, say it can be a 1 second, and then press OK so that the link will be configured. So once the link is configured, we have to configure the different bit buttons, bit lamps, word numeric display and numeric entry. So this bit write is to force a particular bit in the PLC. It could be a physical output. This can be a bit read, so that can be reading a physical input. This is a DO read, which will be a numeric display, so we are displaying a value from the controller. So this could be an analog input or a data register. This is a D100 write, so which will be a numeric entry, so that we will be able to actually write to a particular PLC register. So here these are the selections. So the next we will go to the PLC software just to understand how it is configured there. So this is a very small program which I have written, where we have a single bit of digital input and is configured and connected to MX1, which is a memory address within the PLC registers. First we will configure the TCP/IP settings. So set the IP address and the subnet mask for the PLC. And here we have a driver which is called Modbus TCP/IP server. So here in this case we are configuring the PLC as a slave module or server and the iView as a client or a master. So in the Modbus settings we have bit read area address, which is IX 0.0.0. So I'm basically saying all the bit read area is within the digital inputs. Bit write is for the digital outputs, so QX 0.0.0. Word read area is MW0. Word write area is MW100. So this is basically the configuration where bit read area is the 10,001 register for the PLCs. Bit write area address QX000 is the 0001 register in the Modbus. Word read area is the 30,001 register. Word write area is 40,001. So I repeat, it is bit read area is 10,001 address in the Modbus. Bit write area address is QX0.0.0, which will be 1 address, so 0001. Word read area will be MW0. It can be anything, but the Modbus address will be 30,001. Word write area, it will be 40,001. So once we have configured the registers which we need the values to be written from the Modbus client or the master, we will be able to click OK and download the program to the controller. Now if we go back to the iView software, I have configured the bit write area, so which will be write address, and here I have chosen link as link 1 and the sublink as 0, which will be XGB. and I have chosen the address as 1. So this will be the bit write area of the PLC. And if we go to the next one, which will be bit read area, it will be monitor address. So you choose the link as link 1, sublink as 0, and we have chosen the address as 10,001 of the Modbus addressing. In the D0 read, it will be 30,001 because we are actually reading whatever is the register value in the PLC. So that is the 30,001 register. And in the D100 write, we are basically choosing 40,001 for the XGB PLC. So that will be the word write area. So this is same across all the XGB PLCs. Only the address can be different for the IEC style. So in the IEC style, it will be IX, QX, MW for the IEC XEC PLC. And in the XGB PLC for the standard ladder, which will be the XBC PLC, the address will be P0 for the inputs, and P20, starting from P20 will be the address for the outputs, and D0 to D9999 for the registers. So we have here used D0 and D100 for read and write. Thank you for watching this video.